most people think that financial planning is for the rich. But on the contrary, I do believe it's something everyone should, get involved in. And I think it's best when done very early. Because previously, I've talked to people several times, and I tend to, mix in my personal experiences. Looking at, say, what I know now, if I knew it a couple of years back, say 10, 15, I think I would be doing much better than I am. Normally, you tend to wait for the big buck, but the big buck sometimes doesn't come. Let's look at the ordinary you and me. It's good to have to work with a financial planner or advisor from the start. Say you leave school, you get this small job. Don't wait for the big money because it may never come. Start from the small money. Plan with this, the planner, the financial planner. We've had cases where you get your job. The first thing you're going to do is, after a couple of months, say 6 or whatever, get a loan, either buy a piece of land or buy a car, because like now it's rainy, and your friends are driving and all that. It's good to have these things, but then the question is, when do you get them, and what is the long-term effect? But when you have this experienced financial planner you're working with, there are options they can give. Together you can, because it's always in the interest of the owner of the money or the client for that matter, yeah? So you look at what can I forego now and maybe get later, yeah? So should I start with a plot of land or should I start with a car? It's all about, how you feel. But the financial planner would, orient you in a certain way. As opposed to your family members or friends, because most of the time you're going to find the information your friends have is the same information you have, because you've grown up together, you've gone the same schools, you've probably interacted with the same kinds of people. So the difference may be, minimal. But now this is an outsider, someone who is coming in with a new perspective. He doesn't know your beliefs, he doesn't know where you're coming from, but now he sits with you, tries to understand you, tries to understand where do you want to be. And it's normally scheduled in small time frames, say 2, 5, 10, 15, and all that. The point is, you can't do much at the same time. So when you schedule and you set your targets, then you go, achieving one after the other. Rather than saying, okay, today I'm going to do this, tomorrow I'll put up a chapati stand, the other day, no, the border is working, then the next day, no, let me go into poetry, it's a mix of things. But when you're working with someone consistently, one, they first understand your dreams, yeah? Then you break it down, short term, medium, long term. Then you start working step by step. Of course, at the end of the day, there must be consideration of the funds at your disposal. The money I'm going to use. Am I going to save up for quite some time? Am I going to take a loan? How much will it be? What am I going to do with it? There are many factors. But working alone, you may not, get all this together at the same time. And that's why we, every other day we make mistakes. Yeah? You find people, say you have a job, you take the loan, it's hard financing the loan, then you bought a car with the loan, you failed to pay up, then now you're selling the car, going back to what you avoided in the first step. Yeah, you see? So I think it would be really important that everyone works with a financial advisor and from the start.